Hi everybody and welcome back to our rave videos. Today we have a super fun activity using water beads. So as you guys probably know, they look like this. And you guys all got a little container of these. So what you have to do is you have to fill it with water and then they'll grow. It's super cool. So I'm gonna fill this guy with water, leave it for like 10-15 minutes, and then we'll check back in and see how much they have grown. See you guys then. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, I filled my water bead cup with water. I have my balloon ready, and I also have my Ziploc bag. So those are the three materials that you guys will need to do this activity with me. Let's check back in a couple minutes and see how much these water beads have grown. Welcome back everyone, and in just a couple minutes, look how much our water beads have grown. That's crazy. I might move them into a bigger cup so they can get even bigger. So I have my new cup, my rave cup, and I'm just going to pour these into there so we can let those get even bigger. Once my water beads are as big as they're gonna be, I'm gonna put them in my bag. And it's gonna be super cool to touch and to feel. But I was thinking while we wait, something fun to do would be to decorate our bag. So I think I am going to do a little ocean theme for ours. So I'm gonna start, and you guys can do this too, just ask your parents for some markers. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to start at the top and I'm gonna draw some waves. Just like that. So it looks like we have some ocean there at the top. And then I'm going to get my little my black marker, and I'm gonna draw the bottom of the ocean. I feel like the bottom of the ocean has sand on it, so I'm gonna do some little sand at the bottom, just like this, just drawing little dots all over the bottom of the bag. So we have our little sand, and now I'm going to go ahead and draw a little fish guy. He's just going to be swimming in my bag, and I'll go ahead and draw another one over here. It's just a super easy way to draw a little fish, just a triangle and a circle. I'm going to make him a little darker so he really stands out. Same with this guy. And you guys can get super creative with this. You guys could draw a shark. You could draw a jellyfish. Maybe I'll draw a jellyfish. That doesn't sound too hard, right guys? I'm going to draw the little top of him. Okay, so I have the top of my jellyfish, and then I'm going to draw his little tentacles coming down. Have you guys ever seen a jellyfish? I know that there are aquariums that'll let you like touch them. It's super cool. Last, I'm going to draw just some seaweed coming up from the bottom of our ocean. So it's going to look just like that, which looks super cool. So then when we go and put our beads into the bag, it's going to look like the ocean, and you can move the little water beads to be inside the fish or kind of whatever you want. You can put them all at the bottom and have it be the sand. You could draw whatever you wanted on this. You could draw like a happy face, have it be the face, whatever you guys want. Just get creative with it. So this is how my bag has turned out. Very ocean-y. And then when these beads have grown a little bit more, soaked up all that water, I'm going to move them into here, and we're going to have a little ocean bag to touch and to play with. So yeah, we'll check back in a little bit when these have gotten a little bit bigger. Alrighty, so after a little while, you can see these beads have grown so much. It's crazy, and I'm super excited to go ahead and put them in my bag and get my sensory bag going. You can leave the water in here or you could drain it, whatever you want to do. I think I am going to leave the water in it just so they can continue to grow even when they're in here. So then I'm just going to go ahead and slowly pour into my bag my beads. And I'm not going to pour in all of them because I don't want it to get too crazy. But then I'm going to lay it down, try to get all the air out, and then use my fingers to, no escaping, to close up my bag. And now, as you guys can see, I have a super fun little bag to mess around with. And look at all of those water beads. So that is what our finished sensory bag looks like. All right, so now the other thing that you guys can make with your water beads is like a sensory squishy ball. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a little smiley face on my balloon. 1, 2, and a smile. And there he is. And then I'm going to take my little water beads and one by one, I am going to drop them into my balloon. So I'm just dropping my water beads left over into my balloon until it's all full. Now that I have all of my water beads in here, I'm going to go as far down to the bottom and I'm going to tie it pretty tight like that. And there you guys have it. It's our little squishy bag thing. And it's super fun and super cool to play with. Our little squishy balloon. And that is how you make a sensory balloon. So you can use this when you're feeling a little frustrated. You can squeeze it. It also just feels really cool. So we have made our sensory bag and it looks so cool. And I'm sure your bags will look amazing as well. And then we made our sensory balloon. If you wanted to, you could put the water beads in shaving cream or paint. I know that some of you guys even have pools full of these, so they're super fun activity, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's sensory activity, and I look forward to another one next week.